Good evening, everybody. We're coming to you live online from Missouri City, Sugarland, where we meet every Thursday night at 7:30. And you're all welcome to join us. You can find information about this class on our website at torchweb.org. And on this week's Parsha, we have a very interesting thing. In this week's Parsha, Parsha's Toldos, we see about Yaakov and Esav. Yaakov and Esau are born. We know that Rebecca, who's carrying these twins in her womb, is concerned because every time she passes the house of study, she gets a kick, and every time she passes the house of idol worship, she gets a kick. And the obvious question is, why? What's going on? So our sages tell us an amazing thing. Rebecca went to the school, to the study hall of Shem. Shem and Aver, there were two different places of study. She went to the study hall of Shem. And she asked of prophecy, what's going on within me? So he said, God sent a message through Shem that Rebecca is about to bear two children. One will be all righteous, and one will be wicked. And then that's it. You don't see any more concern from Rebecca. No more concern. Okay, so first, she has the issue because every time she passes a place of idol worship, she's concerned. Like, is this kid schizophrenic? Like, he goes to the synagogue and then he goes to the church. Like, what's going on? What? But then when she finds out that it's two different kids, one is going to be righteous and one is going to be wicked, okay, fine, and she moves on. Shouldn't that be the beginning of her problems? 1 second, I have a child who's going to be wicked. I have a child who's... Right? That should be a very, very big concern. And then, that's where it should start. Not that's where it's, okay, she's calm now. And that's what we see in the Torah. From that point on, she's calm about it. So how do we understand this? So our sages tell us a very amazing thing. That is, the most important part of our existence is knowing who we are. Because if we don't know who we are, we have no way to come to a point of perfecting ourselves. It means, the psychologist will tell you this. The majority, more than 50% of the way to solving a problem is knowing that you have a problem. And knowing the problem that you have. Now you can deal with it. You can ask almost any doctor. You're feeling sick. What do I do? Well, let's track it down. Once we can figure out what it is, we can help you out. So here Rebecca was afraid this was going to be one person who's going to be on one way running to holiness, another way running to impurity. That would be a problem. But now that she found out and she understood what this shortcoming of Esau was going to be, okay, now we have what to work on. Now we know what to work on. And it's interesting that we see that it says that Rebecca loved Jacob. Torah tells us straight outright. And that Isaac loved Esau. How's that possible? What did he love about him? He's a wicked guy. What's there to love about him? So our sages tell us that Isaac saw the potential. What he saw was what he was capable of. So imagine you take all of that power, which was used by Esau in a negative way, you take that power and turn it into positive. So he saw what Isaac saw in his son Esau, which is why he loved him. He saw potential. He saw how much he was capable of. He saw what he was able to turn around. Right? So that's what he loved. He didn't love his bad deeds. But he loved the potential that he had, that had he used that strength to goodness, he would have been, the greatest, most righteous person ever. So there's a very important thing for us to learn here. It's very, very practical. And that is, We have to know our problems. We have to label it and not cover it up with political correctness and not cover it up with, I don't want to make anyone feel bad. We have to know, of course, there's a right way to do things. We know the Torah tells us time and again, there has to be a pleasantness. You have to know, things have to be said and dealt with in a proper, respectful manner. But we can't run away and shy away from knowing what the problem is. If a person has a problem with anger, you know what they have to do? Come to terms with the fact that they have anger problems. And then when they have anger problems, they can deal with those anger problems. But to not want to call it, it's, No. If you don't call it what it is, you're never going to deal with it. And you're never going to be able to repair it. A person who has vision problems and doesn't come to terms with his vision problems will likely end up crashing his car into something. Why? Well, I wasn't able to see something. No, you have a problem. Go take care of it. So, as the way we need to deal in a global sense, I think we're finding a world that is becoming more and more politically correct, and we don't want to call things what they are. We don't want to name things. But the problem is we're running away from the solution if we don't call things what they are. Especially when it's our own selves. Especially when it's our own spirituality that's going to pay the price for it. Because if we don't recognize that flaw, whatever it may be, arrogance or anger or then we're never going to be able to fix it. But the moment we can understand, okay, this is my flaw, now you have the power to fix it. So what Rebecca wanted to know about this son is what she found out. You're having two children. One is going to be righteous, one is going to be wicked. Okay, now we have what to work on with the wicked one. Right? Now we have what to work on. Now, the righteous one had plenty to work on as well, which was Jacob. Every person is put into this world with a challenge that they're going to need to work on to reach their perfection. There's no one perfection for everyone. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Everybody has their own perfection that they're here to fulfill. So now Rebecca understood what Esav's perfection was needed to be. So now she wasn't worried about it anymore. So that's how we understand Rebecca and the challenge that she was facing, and why she was calm after understanding that she was going to have two different children. Because now she knew what the problem was. And now she can fix it. So with that, my friends, thank you very much for watching online. You're welcome to like and share this video so that your friends can find it as well and can learn hopefully something from it about this week's Parsha. But also, you're welcome to join us here live and in person in Missouri City, Sugar Land, every single Thursday night. Have a wonderful Shabbos, everybody, and thank you for joining us.